Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Playoff game. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Wow, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. First down. We're going to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Touchdown, Alabama, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. the secondary. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Running back has it on the screen now. Breaking free at midfield. Powering through the defender. And they make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage. The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play and they're closing in on the run. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there. At first down, sack a surprise. It moves him back into fringe field goal range. What can they do on second and long? He's in the clear. Touchdown, Oregon. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Extra point, splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
This time it's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incompletion on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. It's a deep shot right down the middle. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. 1st and 10 play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to chuck it again. On the move now. He's going to take off here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going for his running back. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big pull on the ball and bat it away.
3rd down, it's a handoff. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Receiver in motion now. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. And the Ducks looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Here he goes. At the 20. At the 10 now. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, tied. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, I love a corner who has zero fear and just puts his face in the fan when making a tackle. Touch passes like this are a real test for any defense to show what kind of discipline they have. And this corner identifies the play and then makes a nice play to get that tackle for a loss.
Gets rid of it on the move. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking deep down the left side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
He'll field it close to midfield. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
The pass rush closing in. Pass complete on a crosser. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown! Bama! They couldn't stop him there.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
And now they'll set up for the point after. Knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Heavy pressure. He lets it go.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Can he make it? Touchdown! Crimson Tide! Who's going to score? Punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one, and I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Tate. Tackled at the 12. Left that one in the end zone. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down play coming up. DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. quarterback looking to scramble. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks for the first down gain. The Dutch come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience.
On the return, he fumbled it.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Boy, that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics were a bit shaky.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. The Ducks will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. He's going to take off. Tough to shovel a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. Now, pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team not going to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start at the 25. Back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
On first and 10, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And he'll drop back here on third down. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the...
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Hey, the offense does their job of getting points on the board, score the touchdown, 6 points. All we need is an extra point. Chris, we got a tie game.
Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart with the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for...
Looking for a man deep down the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
So second down after the incompletion. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking deep down the left side. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Alabama.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Back in front of this shootout, 35-28. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. The ball caroms into the receiver's hands. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together.
Well, let's give the tight end a lot of credit here off that deflected football. The concentration and the nice hands to go up off of that tip ball to make that catch.
Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Ball handed off. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. And the Ducks line up with a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain there. Ball spotted at the 2 again.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. Give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. He shreds the tackle.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
The defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pressure is coming. Caught over the middle. It's Maddox. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a first and 10 coming up. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown. Tie. This passing game is still on fire. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies and provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a man deep down the left side. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33. Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. He'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And the single back takes the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Refuses to go down. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. And he would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Oh, that one's picked off. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Takes the toss and heads left. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And a powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They've been efficient. Scoring hasn't really been the problem, but they got to keep scoring the way their defense is going. Looking to scramble. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. You look at that scoreboard, you'll start to wonder, should I go for this?
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the flat by the running back. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
The receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
You can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the point after is right down the middle.
56.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On the move now. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the wideout goes in motion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He escapes the pocket. Bought some time, now lets it go. Incomplete, very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass caught, can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown, Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Look him out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. Now the 40. Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Alabama. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stops short of the first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Moves out of the pocket. And he's forced out of bounds with the defense who just short of the line of scrimmage. Short loss.
Now, this quarterback's a threat with his legs, but this defense has clearly done their homework. They're not fooled at all. Good job of pushing him out of bounds for a short loss.
The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. No fair catch. He feels the punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? The game good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Ball handed off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer.
And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, tied.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Point after, not great through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Oh, he escapes. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap. My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The QB throws his third pick of the day.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Looking to throw it on first down. Hit as he released it. He's got it in the open. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Makes the ground on the move. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. Now the important point after attempt. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They stop him right at the 24. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down play coming up for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They're going to run it. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. Dutch will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. What a catch! They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. The Ducks looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, when you have a guy that can get to the outside that quickly, use that touch pass to be able to get him on the perimeter, let him use that speed to pick up a first down like this.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught by the receiver. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The Ducks will line up now. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Going for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Looking for 6. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on fourth down, and they'll take over.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. Another big play for this offense, but they are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board. Hey, I get the passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Grabbed by the receiver. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
On the move now. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple of scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Quick throw to the left. Oh, he makes the catch. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a 1st down.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And that one is over everyone's head beyond the end zone and incomplete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into cut.
Touchdown, Alabama. This offense is still clicking.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Tate. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking deep down the right side. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play call. Got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And here comes the offense back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
I'm not really sure why you're stopping the clock here, leading by so much in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, run the clock, and you can walk out of here with a win.
Quick throw to the left side. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more.
Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
The offense has got to do a better job of taking care of this quarterback. Remember, their starter is already out of the game. The backup cannot afford to take too many more hits.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
The short completion to the tight end. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that'll just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, I'm not sure if this was entirely needed.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. Send the back in motion. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now. The offense behind the 6, off schedule there after the 1st down play. A play action, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
They'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. Bringing pressure. Takes a deep shot down the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. And here comes the punter onto the field. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He keep him up bounds for the run. And tackled after a small pickup there. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I could kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Using his legs on the scramble. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The receiver grabs it, and they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He's looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
Caught behind the line. It's Maddox. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Drop him back. Looking to throw for the first down. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown. Tied.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And they've got him.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the return. The first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On the run, it's Tate. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First down here for this offense. Give it to the big fullback here. The fullback gets stopped for a loss. Ran into a wall there. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. It's a run. Running back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. He escapes the pocket. Cannot escape the pass rush there. Brought down for a short loss.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
On 4th down, the punter sends it away. And it's taken right around the 35. And the returner is brought down as the clock runs out. That'll do it for this game.